What up? Welcome to another episode of the podcast with no name yet, episode 42. I am the host for the week, Ricky, along with my co-lieutenant, Manny.
Yep, so
That was sounded like more of a demotion, lieutenant. Eh.
yeah,
But
like
hey,
Admiral.
hey,
Yeah,
I'm trying. Okay, trying to keep the thing going and all that stuff and everything like that.
yeah,
But anyways, we thank you for joining us today for another episode. You can always catch us every Wednesday at 10 a.m. here on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Did I say Spotify already? And other podcast
yeah.
services around the world and all that fancy jazz and all that stuff and everything like that. Manny,
Ricky,
how's it been?
it's been good. It's been good. Chiefs lost. That's a plus.
We were gonna get into that stuff.
that's
Okay, thank you for.
that's that's a plus. But yeah, it's been good. Haven't really done much since the last podcast. That's too interesting. I got a haircut, so
Besides, I was
I
gonna say
guess that's interesting.
besides the fact that you over here trying to pull off Wolverine right now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, not on purpose, but
It's not on
no, I
purpose.
got a haircut. I had it. No, it's just not growing here.
I,
I mean,
I
very
kid
little.
I kid you not. As soon as he turned on his camera for the
Yeah,
podcast on Discord and everything, I just like okay,
yeah,
okay. Let's.
yeah. No,
I
it's
see
getting
you,
darker.
Wolverine.
Yeah,
Trying
nice and Wolverine.
trying.
Anyways, yeah, no. So I had my mullet in like a ponytail because like I was doing stuff and I forgot what I was doing and I thought I'd cut my mullet and I was like, nah, bro. But so that was the thing that happened. That's about it. Like nothing else has happened interesting this week other than the Super Bowl and then me getting a haircut. Like, what about you?
It's been good. It's not bad. Another week.
This is so.
We're already into February. Valentine's Day is coming up. Still single. Don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
You
Uh,
gotta, you you gotta go on some bars. They
weird.
got
Yeah, I'm gonna go in a bar in a pandemic right now. That's the
you
smart
just wear a
play.
mask. Wear a mask.
Wear a
Wear the
mask.
clear masks so they can see you. The clear ones so that they can see you. And then get those. Get one of them.
Oh my gosh,
Those
and
are
all that
those are
stuff
cool.
and everything. But yeah, let's get the show on the road and all that stuff.
Your hair is growing. That's another one.
My
It's
hair is
grown more
curly.
than.
Like here's
Yeah,
we
it's
just talked
curling.
about this before the podcast before we started and all that stuff. And I was just telling like I just said it's like I'm finally noticing how curly it is and all that stuff because
Yeah.
I don't bother to look at my hair a lot and all that stuff. And then it was just like, yeah, it's really curly and all that stuff.
It's like Pinky from Friday. Pink number two.
There you go. There you go.
You gotta get it shiny though. You gotta get it like really, really glossy.
It's
Yeah. You need some mousse.
need
I
some
feel like
mousse.
mousse would work. Mousse would work
Moose
really good.
will work and all that stuff and everything. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think I think by the end of the month I'll make the decision if I'm gonna keep this or if it's gonna we're gonna make changes.
I think you should keep it. I think you should do like the James Harding look. You know how it's like a little bit shorter than that, but still kind of poofy.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
That's pretty cool. Maybe like a fade. That'd be dope.
We'll see.
With
We'll
that
see.
on top. That on top with a fade would look really cool on you.
Yeah, like I said, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, some change. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes and all that stuff and everything. But anyways, let's get to
Yeah.
the one of the big things, and that was Super Bowl 55.
Yup.
This past Sunday and all that stuff, or as of we call it yesterday, from since we were recording this on a Monday
Yup.
and all that stuff, and it was a game.
It was. It was.
It was a game. It was a game. But
Very defensive. Uh,
in the beginning, yeah.
which I was pretty excited for because I love my defensive football.
Mm.
Um, I'm a really strong believer in defensive football. I just am.
Well, you
It's the
are.
main reason I'm a
You.
Steelers fan.
I would say
So,
you are a Steelers fan.
yeah, I'm a really big believer in the whole offense sells tickets, defense wins championships, in my opinion. It doesn't work for every sport. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't work for every sport. But as in the football sense, I'm a really big believer. So I was pretty happy with the outcome of the defense. The defense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was looking really, really good last night. Um, so yeah, I enjoyed it. Towards the end, it started getting kind of boring. Kind of stopped paying attention, just hanging out with couple people that were here. Uh, but yeah, that's about it. Yeah, no, but we try to stay away from big old parties like that because we had a big party a couple streets. Well, not we did, but like in our neighborhood.
In the
Not
area.
we.
In the
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, there was a huge party. I don't even think they were watching the Super Bowl, but they had a big party.
But
We try
but
to stay away from things like that.
in all honesty though, when you go to like pre-pandemic, do you really just go to Super Bowl party to watch the Super Bowl?
Pre-pandemic, yeah, I would have. I wouldn't hold them, but I would go to them.
Well, I know. I mean in general, like the most average person in general. I mean, do you really just go to a Super Bowl party?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
do you go to a Super Bowl party? Do a Super Bowl party just for the Super Bowl, just to watch the game?
no.
There we go.
Yeah, a couple years I have. I've
You,
gone to a couple
I mean you,
where
yeah.
it's like,
I mean
yeah,
you,
yeah,
I mean you. I can understand, but I just mean like in general though,
yeah,
who would
yeah.
stuff.
And then usually the Super Bowl parties I go to is just like four guys just watching, looking at TV. Like it's not like
Keeping it
I've
simple.
I've been to a couple like big events like that's just like a party, and it's like cool, but it's not really fun. Like, well, I mean, it's fun, but like yeah, that's not what I go to those things for.
Mm-hmm.
But
So, I would say this. It was a good start. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that it was like the first couple drives were defensive stops were interesting. But as soon as I heard two things in the first quarter that kind of got me concerned already. One was for the fact that they mentioned that Mahomes had an injured toe. That he
yeah,
was
which he addressed after the game. He did
and
address that after the game.
well, yeah, but then it was already mentioned during the game and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
but he addressed that it wasn't a valid excuse. Is what I'm saying.
no, I know that, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
and all that stuff. I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm not saying it's anything. From what I'm explaining, but and then the fact that because of that, the toe needed surgery after that game, wherever they won or lost. That was the one thing about it.
yeah,
The second thing was the fact that Tom Brady has never scored a touchdown drive in the first quarter in his days in playing the Super Bowl has never happened.
yeah.
And I
Pretty
was
monumental.
if you had told me those two things beforehand, and the fact that that would probably affect the game, in my opinion, I thought you were crazy. Because one, when I heard about the toe thing, I'm like, that doesn't sound good. Two, when I found out about the no touchdown thing from Brady, and I was like, watch him score in the first quarter. If he, I don't know, I said this. What he's gonna score if he scores in the first quarter, this game's over.
Yeah,
He literally scores towards the end of the first quarter. I'm like, this game's over, and that's what happened because they
yeah,
kept once they scored after that, they kept going after that and everything.
yeah.
Defense went on
And
all
then we,
defense went on all cylinders and
yeah,
everything like that and all that stuff. Mahomes had them one of the most toughest times that I ever seen him play. And
dude, they were chasing him, dude. They were, he was running for
but
his life,
at the
like,
same time though, he still kept going and all that
and
stuff.
he made the one of the most coolest looking passes I've ever seen.
Yes. Like literally there was three passes in that throughout those times when he was getting chased that looked so nice. That looked so crazy that if his two of those that could have been catches could have been touchdowns and everything.
Yeah,
And the fact that one of them looked close to it was like, "Oh my god." And all
yeah.
that stuff.
Dude, what the hell is it? Hold on. You can keep talking real quick. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. It's his mom and all that stuff. She's a cool person. But anyways, back to the game. It was more for the fact of seeing all these people grow, seeing these two teams who pretty much everyone predicted from the beginning of the season to make it, and we got it. But and then pretty much didn't live up to the hype. In all honesty, and all that stuff. Me, I was excited to watch the game, but at the same time, I didn't see it coming. It was surprising for the fact of what the outcome was, and we're just I'm just glad it's over.
Looking forward to next year.
before until next season and all that stuff. Okay.
I mean, we got college to look forward to. We got college to look forward. I'm
I'm
not gonna
sorry.
go where you think I'm going with this.
I'm
Don't worry.
sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like the fact of it's like college football to me is just like, all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, because I'm like everyone's because like of course everyone's gonna rush to next season and all that stuff already. Me, it's like I want to take my time. We got basketball season still in the midst. Baseball's fun. It's about to start pretty soon and all that stuff and everything. Now that the
NHL's been on.
NHL's been on too, and I can't forget about that and all that stuff and everything. MLS is about to looks like it's about to start soon. Thank God. Um, so we got things. We got other things to worry. I got other sports to worry about and all that
Yeah.
stuff and everything like that. Okay, I have other sports to worry about. Now, was this one of the boring? Now back to the game though. Was this one of the boring? Was this a boring game? Yes.
That was good.
It had its moments and all that stuff and everything. And the fact that it was like the interesting part about it, all the touchdowns that Brady passed to, which was Gronk, Brown, and Fournette, all three players that just joined the team this season because of Brady
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That says a lot about this team and everything like that. I mean, history was made. Not only the Bucks were the first team to play in their home field, they're also now the first team to win in their home field and all that stuff
Yep.
in the
Which
Super Bowl,
probably won't happen again
which
in a
probably
while.
won't happen again in a very long time and all that stuff and everything. Because Tom Brady is a once in a lifetime player. In all honesty, now.
Did you hear when right when he won the announcers, they were like, he does not pass the torch just yet. I don't know if you heard that. Did you hear
No,
that?
I didn't hear that.
The announcers were like, well, I guess he didn't pass the torch after all. And they were like, I guess the new generation isn't here. And I was like, damn.
Well, I mean, that was one of the lingering stories of this game. In all honesty, like if
Yeah, that was how they sold it.
because like say if like because also think about the Chiefs and all that stuff, they were playing without two of their starting offensive linemen too, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So it's like you can see why where that would come into play, somewhat come into play with the defense with Tampa Bay's defense playing so well and in that
Yeah.
game. So it's like there's that also, and then of course, um, one of the linger stories is like, is this going to be like a passing the torch kind of game and all that stuff? If say if Mahomes and the Chiefs did win, because not only would they win, it'll be against Brady. Of course, it's also against it'd also be their second straight Super Bowl win. It would have been
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So it's like there was a lot riding on it and all that stuff. But honestly, guys, like if you look at both teams, like honestly, I will not be surprised if Super Bowl 56 is a rematch. In all honesty,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
also, and I will not be surprised if it's a rematch, and all and
Yeah.
everything, and and that would be the Chiefs' third straight Super Bowl going in. That would be the third straight Super Bowl, but for Brady, this would be his second one going for number 8,
Yeah.
second straight going for number 8, and I'm like, it'll be so like it's you can already talk about crazy things about next season already and all that stuff. But
Yeah. It's gonna be insane.
we'll save that for later, and we'll talk about the other thing. Something that I
Mhm.
enjoyed about the Super Bowl, probably some people didn't. Um, Manny
A
doesn't.
Fast Nine commercial.
That was
No,
a.
I'm just kidding.
No, we're gonna talk about that later. We'll talk about that. We're not to that part yet, and
Oh, okay.
everything,
Okay.
and all that stuff. But we're talking about the halftime show, and all that stuff.
Yes.
I will say I've watched a lot of halftime shows. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. It was nice,
I
simple, in my opinion. How about you?
Yeah, I respected the simplicity of it. Um, it was a whole lot better than Fives in my opinion.
Of what?
I d- the Maroon 5 one. I forgot what Super Bowl it was
Oh, that was
with.
2, 3. That was I think it was Super Bowl 50, if I remember correctly.
It could have been. I know it's pretty recent. I did not enjoy that one. Uh,
Wait, wasn't that the one with them, Beyonce and Bruno Mars?
no, it was him, Travis Scott. Um, I enjoyed the Travis Scott part because it was like the meteor and SpongeBob, and then because I enjoyed Travis Scott in general. But I didn't care for the Maroon 5 performance. I think it was just Maroon 5 and Travis Scott. Yeah. Because he did one. I remember he did do one with Bruno Mars. I just don't know which one that one is.
Oh wait, I think the one with Bruno was 50.
No, because last year was 51,
Aren't we
and
on?
that was
Isn't this?
Beyonce Shakira.
Aren't we on? Who and who?
Uh, J-Lo and Shakira.
Why'd you say Beyonce?
Yeah, it's because you said yeah. Um, but yeah, I did I enjoy the simplicity, like I said, but I mean I don't care for the weekend like all of his songs. I like one or two, I think.
Last
I
year
do
was
really like the way he sings.
last year was
I do think he.
54.
Oh, well, that's the one. I think it could have been his. It could have been 50 then. Actually, now that I think about it, that seems like about the right time period. I mean, if you think about it, because it's well, because it was like Shakira and J Lo, and then it
Five.
wasn't it like Lady Gaga before them? Wasn't Lady Gaga before them?
Lady Gaga was, I want to say, was 54, 53.
Okay, and then it
No,
was
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
Timberlake was 52.
Okay, 53 was Gaga.
No, Maroon 5 was 53.
Oh, okay. 53 I didn't like.
God, where was when was Gaga then?
I remember Gaga's being pretty recent too,
Gaga, I think
but
had to be
then
51 then. Let me go over. Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. Give me a second.
okay.
Keep talking.
Yeah, no, not to put anything on the weekend though. I really think he has a
55,
beautiful voice.
51. Yeah, it was 51.
Oh, 55?
No,
51?
51. 51 was Gaga.
Oh, okay. 51 was Gaga. And then 52 was Maroon 5, you said?
52 was Timberlake.
Oh, 52 was Timberlake. 53 was Maroon 5.
Yes, because
And,
50 was headlined by Coldplay,
oh,
and
okay.
but Beyonce and Bruno Mars premiered in that one. Were guest performers in that one.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was remembering that one so easily.
That makes sense. Uh, yeah, no, nothing against The Weeknd though. I personally think he has a beautiful voice, but his songs I don't really care for. Yeah, but the performance was really good. I liked the kind of thing like with the wall where they were like kind of dancing as he was singing, like in the beginning.
Yeah,
I really liked that part. That part was tight.
yeah, I like the fact. I honestly thought the whole thing was just gonna be on there on this that somewhat stage he had and
Yeah,
everything, and then like
yeah, me too.
it reopened up, and then like it was in that weird
The
mazy
mirror room.
mirror room and
Yeah.
everything like that and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, that's interesting and all that stuff. And then like
Okay, now when he did that, was there a camera guy with him, or did he have like a stick?
I don't know. I want to say it was
Because it kind of looked like he had a stick, but then when he threw it out, there was somebody there, and I was like,
yeah,
what the hell?
and all that stuff and everything for that one. Yeah, that one was interesting. Um,
Yeah,
and all that stuff. And then like it went back
I
to the
think after
stage.
the mirror maze, it kind of, yeah, in my opinion,
Well, no, because like
I didn't care for the field work. I didn't care for that one.
how it ended on the field.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
well that's because like it ended with with the song of everyone loves and all that stuff. And
yeah,
but I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was one of the great. I think it was one of the nice coolest things to see because it's all because of the fact it was simple and it was you're not seeing all this pizzazz and boom 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 and all that stuff. Besides the ending part of it, which had all those people all of them there, but that's still simple and it's right there for a fact and all that
yeah.
stuff.
It's still simple compared to some performances,
Yeah,
or a lot of performances, I should say.
and then like the fact that he spent $7 million of his own money to do this show too
Yeah,
and all that stuff and then like I remember I heard about something about like apparently the NFL puts up 10 million for the performance. Now, here's the thing about that. This year with this Super Bowl in particular, I think that money probably been less pandemic wise
yeah,
and all that stuff and everything and probably not much for what Weekend wanted to do since he wanted to do
yeah,
some and he most likely wanted to do something of his own thing, which is
yeah,
most likely why he did the 7 million. He put up his own money, and then the fact that I've seen people and Manny and I already talked some about this yesterday after the game. Um, I don't see why people are hating would hate on him because of this. If you don't like him, like why hate on something that you don't like and all that stuff? Just move on and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like you don't need to do any of that. Like in all honesty, like if you don't like him, don't then you can skip it. Like you can move on. You can change the channel. That the one time you're allowed to change the channel is that right there during Super Bowl Sunday. All that stuff.
No, you were able to change about fourth quarter.
That too. That too. That
Fourth
too.
quarter, you're like, all right, they
That
won.
too. But I mean, I think I just mean Super Bowl Sunday in general and all that stuff
Oh, okay,
and all that
okay.
stuff. Like no
I was
matter
looking at
what.
all the performances, and the 2001 Super Bowl halftime show seemed like it was amazing.
Which one was that
Like
again?
especially at the time, that was Aerosmith, um, um, NSYNC, Britney, Whitney Houston, I think, and oh damn, what's the name? Van Halen.
Said
They were
2001.
the yeah. Like I was like, look at the performance, and I was like, this is amazing. Because in the beginning, it's like you are Aerosync, and then like they run out and stuff like that, and then they start the performance. But I was like, this is a crazy group of people. Like it's almost every genre. I feel like it would
Yeah.
it would
So
interest everybody.
it was headlined by Aerosmith and NSYNC. It also featured appearances by Britney Spears, Nelly, Mary J. Blige,
Oh, Brittany.
and Tremors featuring the Earthquake Horns.
Yeah.
Music back then though was different than it is now. That's the thing too.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
could
all that
like
stuff.
I feel like in a couple years it's gonna be like a K-pop band like doing the Super Bowl.
That'll be the day, dude. You're gonna have people just go crazy off that. Like,
Yeah,
and I don't
it's
mean that in a good way though. That's the thing.
yeah, it's gonna be half and half. It's gonna be crazy overall, but it's gonna be crazy mad or crazy excited.
Yeah,
That's what it's gonna be.
that's the thing.
It's not gonna be in the middle. It's
You're
gonna
gonna
be
you're,
crazy mad or crazy excited.
you're gonna have BTS doing the Super Bowl halftime show, and it's like, oh my god.
Especially because like half the people like there's a lot half of it's like families and the other half is just like a bunch of dudes like grown men
Oh
that
yeah,
probably don't even know what K-pop is. Like
yeah.
there's-
It's like
they're just gonna
they're ruining our sports. K-pop's ruining our sport. Like shut the hell
be
up. Shut the hell up. Like you got.
I would like to see it for what they would do. I feel like they would do something really cool.
Oh yeah, of course.
They would do something really tight.
It would be more
Um,
interesting than every other halftime show we've seen so far.
I don't know, Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson.
That,
Sound,
wait, which one?
not the ending, like the Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson, not the ending, like the actual what they were doing before the ending was cool, I thought.
Oh, you're talking about that. I thought you were talking about his recent
Yeah.
performance.
His recent performance was tight too. I
Yeah,
liked it, the whole like the bar thing and like he came up to the steps. I
and
thought that was really tight.
the Prince tribute
Yeah, that was cool.
and everything. That was so
And then the
cool.
Prince one was amazing. Also, the
Oh,
regular Prince one,
Prince's
where Prince actually
halftime
did
show,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
everything.
was really amazing.
That was amazing. It's like, yeah, but
Another one was that was cool was Gaga's recent one, the last one we just talked about.
Gaga was.
I loved how she
You
did with
can't
like the
hate.
drones.
You
That
can't.
was
You
she
can't
had like
hate.
drones
You
doing
can't hate on.
stars.
If you hate on Gaga, something's wrong with you. In all
Yeah,
honesty,
we know Gaga.
and all that stuff.
You know what I'm talking about. Dude, she has this the music video for John Wayne, right? She looks exactly like the person I'm thinking of that you know who I'm thinking
I
of
think I
in
might
that
know.
music video.
I think I might know, but I was like, we'll probably talk about
Yeah.
it after this
Yeah, I'll just tell you after
conversation
the episode.
and all that stuff.
But it looks dead on like that person. But
Uh,
yeah, that's all I have to say about the halftime show. Like
but no,
he did a really good
I don't.
job.
But that's like, see, that's the thing. It's like leading up to all these, like seeing talking about these previous ones. As much as we love them for what they did and all that stuff, that's why I think I enjoy weekends more and all that stuff because that's the thing. It's like everyone else has had this big spectacle and all that stuff. Had that one thing that and all that stuff. Weekend is just like I'm enjoying music and just like he just looks like just feels like he's just in just bringing a show like he's actually having an actual concert and all that stuff.
And also credit to him because he didn't lip sync. He actually sang.
True, that is true. That is true. That is true. And
Yeah, he actually sang. Which I don't know why they don't do that regularly. I mean, they do it on like regular tours. Like they don't lip
I
sync to regular
I
tours.
don't know, maybe
That
because,
that I know of.
but you also have to think of at times like that, depending on pre pandemic, most you most likely had someone when they're doing that stuff for halftime shows. They're either promoting a album or a current tour they're on.
Yeah, that's true.
So at the same time, it's like as much as you want them to sing, they're probably on tour and all that stuff doing that already, and they don't want to.
Yeah, so they're taking like a break. Yeah.
Mm. I mean, I could be wrong in all honesty with that,
Yeah,
but still, it's like
could be.
that. You have to give them things of what's going on that point.
Also, the her did amazing.
Tell me why I've never
Or
heard.
HER. Is it HER or
No,
her?
they call it her. They call her,
Oh, okay.
and all that
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
I've
I was
never,
like,
but
is it HER? Is it her?
I never heard about it her
Um,
until until yesterday.
really?
Hmm.
Okay,
And I
so
feel and I'm upset about it.
dude, that solo was awesome.
That guitar solo, though,
Was
for
noise.
America the Beautiful. Ah,
That was noise.
I huh?
I said it was noise.
It was noise.
Yeah, NOICE.
I know. I was like, did I hear something? No, I was. What's funny about it? Me and my sister were talking about it and all that stuff, and it's like, what? Like because we're watching and we're enjoying it because it's like it's really cool and all that stuff to do a rendition of that song so differently and everything.
Yeah.
But then like I told my sister, watch. There's gonna be that one person that watches the game and be like, look at this person ruining a national song, a national song. Like, shut the
Yeah.
like enjoy
I
this.
mean, Hendrix did it with the national anthem and it was amazing. Like, why can't she do it with America the Beautiful?
But
Like,
in this day and age in this country now with everything going on and also because
yeah,
there is that small focal minor focal minority that probably will say something about that
yeah.
and it's
Now,
still
Fergie, on the other hand, is a complete different story.
let's not get into that. I literally switched the All-Star game to something else just to skip that and all that stuff. That was like that if oh man that oh
Dude,
man
that was so bad. That
oh
was.
my gosh like
I
what
muted the TV.
like how you
That's the
gonna
first ever time I muted the national anthem
how you
was
gonna
when Fergie sang
how you gonna literally ruin the All Star game with that? Come on now.
it. How you gonna ruin the song with that?
That too. That too.
Let alone.
That too. And then like but back to that like then you got like Eric Church and I forget the girl's name because she was cool. That was cool. But when they sang the
Oh
national
yeah,
anthem,
I can't remember her name.
yeah, I'm trying to pull it up right now. Give me a
Yeah,
sec. Jasmine Sullivan. And
yeah, that's
pretty.
what it was.
It was pretty.
She had
It
like
was
a
pretty
cool
cool.
bead looking hat. That was kind of tight.
Yeah, how and everything.
Like
That
the,
was amazing.
I was
And
trying to figure. I thought that was like in her hair at first, and I was like, oh no, those are beads. I was
yeah,
like,
and then of course they had I forgot. I'm forgetting her name, but she did the inauguration poem when Biden got inaugurated. She gave this.
who?
I forget her name, but she did that. She was doing.
Oh,
She was speaking this poem in a way during leading up to the game starting and all that stuff. And
oh, okay.
it was pretty nice to see all that stuff. I don't know if you saw it, but did you see the Lombardi thing?
No, what was it?
So pretty much like right before the game start, they were gonna show something. Apparently, throughout the thing, it's like they're like showing it's like Vince Lombardi, of course. Those who don't know is
Yeah.
the very first coach of the Packers and all that stuff, and where they won the first Super Bowl. I can't believe I'm blanking out on that right now. Um, and then he's walking through current today pretty much and all that stuff and seeing what's been happening at the time like of course with the pandemic social injustice and all that stuff and then of course there's like but then like but you see him in spots where like you see like people playing football and all that stuff and everything like that and then like all of a sudden like it gets to like where he's at the stadium and then like right at the stadium like in one of the corners of the entrances like you see him in this like holographic kind of style and everything like him giving a
Oh, I heard a bunch
speech.
of people talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it was a
Yeah, a
cool.
bunch of people were like, can we get? Oh yeah, it was like a bunch of people on Twitter, and they were like, can we get Tupac for next Super Bowl? And I was like, that would be dope.
And all that
And
stuff.
I
And it
was
was just like, it's like for me, because I understand football history, and it's cool to see something like that and
Yep.
everything. But I understand like other people trying to like joke about it at the same time
Yeah.
and all that stuff because
Yeah. No, that's cool.
it's like
That's
how
really tight. I didn't see it, but
like how you
that's
said
cool.
how you said like we should get Tupac for next year. Like that's not the point of what they were trying to do with it. But I get, but it's funny at the same
Oh
time.
yeah, no, I didn't say that.
No,
No,
I
it
know,
was
I
like on
know,
Twitter, and
I
like
know, I
at
know.
first I was
No,
like, that doesn't make. Now that you're saying that though, it makes sense. Because like I was seeing it on Twitter, I was like, that doesn't even make sense. What the hell? I was like,
because
what
no,
do you
no,
mean? Because it was like, can we get the Tupac hologram next year? And I was what?
yeah,
I was confused.
yeah. What was it? One tweet I saw about it is like it's like it was like they really brought the PS4 graphics guy up there, huh? I was like, damn. Uh,
Oh man.
it was funny. I enjoy. I
Hey,
mean,
who's your favorite coach of like all time? Do you have one?
in football,
Yeah.
I don't want to say Madden because that's just being biased.
I mean, so was saying Vince Lombardi, but like I'll still take it. Like,
No, I said Madden. I
no,
didn't.
I know, but like either one of those, like I would still take. Like,
Uh,
I mean, just because you like it doesn't mean you're being biased.
I'm not gonna. I don't know. I
You're really
never thought
thinking about
about it.
this.
I never thought about it like that. Well, for football in particularly though.
Yeah, but like it's never been just in the back of your mind, like that guy was the greatest coach
Besides
ever.
besides Lombardi, yeah, it's only Lombardi mainly.
Really? Damn.
I mean, not, and no, but no, but then again, it's like at the same time, it's just like I do recognize everyone else, and then of course and all that stuff, but it doesn't and all that stuff. Like I recognize Belichick as a great coach because of what he's done and everything,
Yeah, definitely.
and you can recognize these other coaches that some dumb that are done things like uh, Walsh. He coached for the Niners during that run. Cower, I like to think of him
True.
and all that stuff. Jimmy Johnson. Um,
Tomlin never had a losing season.
Tomlin can be up there, especially as an African American. Tony Dungy is another one and every for that one. Because like and all for those ones, like especially for being African American black coaches. Um, for that, who else I can think of?
Like what I'm trying to say is like whenever I say NFL coach, who's the first one that
Lombardi,
pops in your head?
Lombardi.
Lombardi? Damn. Mine's Mike Ditka.
He's a good coach. No, he was a good coach.
Yeah,
He had
yeah.
that.
I thought he was an amazing coach.
He was a good. Was it Shula? I think his name was John Shula.
Yeah,
Okay, that's another one. Was it
that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
was it him that coached the undefeated Dolphins, or was it Jimmy
I believe it was Shula.
Shula? Okay, just want to make sure.
Oh, the hell echoey in here.
I was like, because I was blanking out for some reason. I was blanking out on that, and I was like, I know that. I was like, I know who it is. Like I know who it is, but I
Yeah, I
can't think
believe
of
it
it
was
off the top of
Shula.
my head. Yeah, Shula. But yeah, it's like but it's like head coaches is like if I don't think of something recent, like more who recent,
Steve Sarkisian.
let's not bring that up, please. And that's not even
Yeah,
NFL.
dude, heck of dude.
That's not even NFL. That's not even
Yeah,
NFL.
dude.
It's not
He
like
will be.
if we were thinking college, I would have just straight up just said Nick Saban.
What? Steve Sarkisian. Sarkisian.
In all honesty,
He's
um,
Texas is back, dude. Don't know when, but it's
uh,
coming back.
but that's enough about the performances and all that stuff. Let's get to the things that most people watch on the Super Bowl, anyways. Though it wasn't that night good, anyways. In that era, the advertisements.
Yes.
Um, only one
I
thing.
love the
Only
the
one thing.
Brady Gronk. Was it that one?
The Brady Gronk.
Where they're having like a video call, and then he Brady's like, I think I'm gonna retire, and then
Oh,
Gronk's
I the
like,
T-Mobile
Nah, you
one.
gotta come to Florida, have a vacation,
Oh, the T-Mobile
and
one.
it's
I know what you're
like,
talking about.
yeah, and it's like something like, well, if you retire now, when you're older, you won't be as weak or something like that. You gotta come to the white sandy beaches. I'll join you or something like that. I might even join you. And then it's like what he heard because he has bad internet. I
Yeah.
was like, that's hilarious. And he's like, just win another one. I'll join you. He's like, I'm retired from retirement. That was hilarious. That
And
was that was a hilarious one.
yeah, there were some nice ones. Um, Other ones where it's like, eh,
Somewhere, like, did you see the Miller Lite one?
which one was the
Where it
Miller
was
Lite?
like an incredibly long URL, and it was like if you enter this URL, it was basically it was like a URL that they were typing out,
Well,
and
here's
you
the
had to follow it.
here's the thing. Like, I didn't. Most of the ads I saw were just during the game. I didn't watch anything before the game, like pregame and all that stuff.
No, I believe it was during the game. I think.
I don't remember seeing that then.
I'm pretty sure.
Because
I don't
there's
remember
like,
to be honest.
because I'm going through a list of I was going through a list of ads recently too that premiered
Hmm.
yesterday. Every single most of the ones I've seen I've saw so far was like I don't remember seeing this during the game and all that stuff. Like literally, and it's just
Like,
like
yeah,
so it's like my guess is just more of the fact of like oh these were probably shown before the game started and all that stuff and all that stuff like during the pregame stuff
yeah,
and all that stuff and, which is not surprising because they they do that all that's when they do their stuff also um
yeah.
like because I'm like the Matthew McConaughey being three three Doritos 3 for 1.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
was
god, that was
that
awesome.
was hella funny.
That
He
was
like,
awesome.
yeah. And honestly, when he was doing that, I was like, I might want to get out before you eat that. And that was hilarious.
What else
Did you
was
ever try those when they first came out?
yeah?
The Doritos 3D? I never tried them when they first came out. And then like I heard they got taken away and everybody was like mad and I was like,
And they finally made a
I
comeback.
can't relate.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
already back. They just
Yeah.
they just did an ad for it finally on the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well,
So
I heard they never even they kept them always in Mexico. Mexico never got rid of them.
yeah, most
And I
likely
was like, okay.
stuff.
I was like, I mean, you just go order on Amazon.
The last one I saw, and this is right before I had left my dad's, was the Amazon Alexa with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, that was hilarious. I was getting that on YouTube though before the Super Bowl actually.
Well, I know they were doing like teasers and stuff for it.
Yeah.
They showed the whole thing, and I'm just like, this is uncomfortable and funny at the same time.
The bath part was hilarious. I loved the part where she was like, turn dim the lights or something like that.
Yeah,
And he's like, Alexa, turn the lights back on, turn the lights back on. That was
this is like
hilarious.
what's funny about it. It's like because she's like actually talking to Alexa, but it's with Michael B. Jordan's voice. But it's like
Yeah.
but then the husband's is like, what are you doing? And all that stuff
Yeah.
because he's not actually there. And that's
How
so.
hilarious would it be if you could turn your Alexa to have the voice of Michael B. Jordan? That would be
I think
hilarious.
that was the gifts of it too. I think he has like, because there's been celebrities
An app thing.
that can make their
Yeah.
voices to be Alexa and all that stuff.
Yeah, because I have the Alexios from
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed. I
yeah,
have
same.
that one.
Yeah, and there's been other ones like Samuel Jackson did one if I remember correctly.
Oh damn, dude.
Anthony Hopkins, and some other people. So I won't be surprised if this is just more of the fact of like Michael B. Jordan has a voice in on Alexa now that you can use and all that stuff.
I'm gonna have to look at the Alexa app.
And all that
See
stuff.
that. See
But
how that is.
I won't be surprised for that one. Uh, the Bud Light one where it did the whole like
Oh, they're like,
from the previous
look, where is it?
all these legend like they called legends because they're all from previous like older commercials and
Yeah.
all that stuff. That caught me off way. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. Did
And
you
I
see
was
the
like,
John Cena Mountain Dew?
I didn't see that one. That's the one I didn't see during the game. That
I,
was one of them.
I saw that one and I was like, because like halfway, like I already heard like if you count the Mountain Dews, blah blah blah, like if you have a chance. Like before the ad came on, like that was what they were saying,
Hmm.
and I forgot completely about that. And then like he says like halfway through, I was like, oh, I've been looking, but the ad was pretty funny. He was like in like all neon because it was promoting
Yeah,
the watermelon.
I've seen like pictures and like small like clips and
Yeah.
everything, and I'm like, I thought it was something I was like, oh, something I was gonna look forward to. Never appeared throughout the whole game, and all that stuff. And I'm like,
It was
where's this
good.
commercial that I kind of like want to see? Never happened. So it's like apparently it was like before the game. I'm like, okay, that's fine with me then.
Yeah.
Rockstar had one, which I thought was pretty cool. Rockstar energy drinks.
I don't know if I saw that. I don't
It
know
was
if I
like
saw that one.
it was like beginning of the game
I don't think I saw that one.
and all that stuff. Uh, for esports fans out there, that of course me and Manny will know. 103 CEO Nate Shot was in it.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. As we were just talking about him before
I
the
know we were just talking about it before
podcast.
it and all that stuff. Let's see it, but that was pretty cool to see and all that stuff. Um, did you see the M&M's one where they were like, "I'm
Oh yeah, where
sorry,
they're like,
I'm
"I'm sorry, your
sorry,
name is Karen."
yeah, I'm sorry
I'm
for
sorry
calling
for
you
calling you
Karen.
Karen.
My name is Karen. I'm sorry for that your name is Karen." It's like, oh
Yeah,
my god,
that was hilarious.
oh
And
my
then like,
god.
yeah, like the red M&M in his car.
Like from now on, it's like if I ever get M and M's and I give them to somebody, I'm like, I'm sorry, like I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, your name is Karen.
you know that stuff. Uh, oh, the Pringles one. I thought that was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, where the astronauts.
Land and water, and then like they're like
Yeah,
stacking the Pringles like in the space, like
yeah,
back at the space center, and then like the boats that are like
yeah,
over, like they're just like stacking different kinds of Pringles.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
funny.
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
Um, what
Um,
else was there?
what else was there? I'm going through this list that I thought were interesting.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Um,
At the top of mine.
the oat milk thing, where it was that guy playing on the piano talking about his thing.
Oh yeah,
The most strangest commercial of all
yeah.
and all
That
this
was
stuff.
hella weird.
Like literally,
Yeah.
like because me and my dad were talking about that. I was like, he must have. My dad was like, he must have banked to, just to put that out there.
Yeah.
I was like, he
No.
must have like for five because that's like five. That was like 5 million for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was pretty weird. I liked Marshawn Lynch one too. That one was dope.
oh, the was it a chips thing?
The towards the night before
Yeah,
Super Bowl, it was for
yeah,
Tostinos, I think.
yeah. It was
No,
for
Frito-Lay.
Frito
Frito-Lay.
Lay's. Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
company and all that stuff. Yeah, I
yeah,
saw that.
and it's like
I
Bradshaw and Bettis.
yeah, I saw like I saw that some of it.
Yeah,
Uh, it wasn't Budweiser, but it's the main company, Ashmere Bush. I think they call. It's the name of the company, the whole company that makes
yeah,
Budweiser. I thought that one
yeah.
was
That
pretty
one.
cool. I thought that one was pretty
Yeah,
cool, and all that stuff. Like it's, I don't think it's like, when, of course, people think of it as like it's a beer, like grabbing a beer. It's like I don't think that was the whole message of it all. In all honesty,
yeah,
it's more the fact of like, hey, be there for that person no matter what, and all that stuff in a way, and all that stuff. That's how I
yeah.
think of it, and all that stuff. Like just saying it, making it, let's have a beer, just is like adding more to it and of having that connection with that
Let's have a
person.
talk.
Yeah,
Let's have a talk
or
sounds
just like yeah,
like you're in trouble.
like in each situation, like in because like there was like a different situation and all that stuff and everything
Yeah,
and all that stuff. Um, let's see here. I'm
I
trying to
think
think
it
of
was
this.
the Miller one that was saying that like they're out of Bud Light or something like that,
Yeah, that
and
was the
then
one
like the
that
fridge is empty.
yeah, and that's where it shows like
Yeah,
all the previous people. Yeah, that's the one. There was two
yeah,
Bud Lights. There was that one, and then there was one promoting their seltzer lemonade, where it's like all
yeah.
these lemons.
Oh damn,
It's like
who
the
was in
most.
it? The actors in Don Cheadle, where it was like fake actors, and then Don
No,
Cheadle
that was for.
lands on the
I know what you're
yacht.
talking about. It wasn't Bud Light, but it was for a different beer company.
Which one was that one for?
Hold on.
That was for another seltzer. I know that.
I have the Let's. Michelob, Michelob Ultra.
Oh, okay, okay.
That was for their
Yeah.
organic
I don't think I
seltzer.
remember the Bud Light one.
It was for their
Yeah,
organic
that one.
seltzers. Yeah, the Bud
And it was
Light.
like there's no stunt doubles or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. So the Bud Light, it was the one with the whole Legends thing with from the like the previous commercials. The second
Yeah, I
one
saw
was
that one.
the second one was promoting their seltzer lemonade, where it talks about like how last year was such a lemon because and a bunch of like lemons were like crashing down and all into the into the fall. It was funny a bit. It was a bit funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I liked it, the Drake from State Farm. That was hilarious.
That was awesome.
That was
And
hilarious.
like how he's
He's like,
trying to.
I'm Drake.
That's how.
Drake from State Farm.
And then he's trying to do the line too. It's like,
Yeah.
and all stuff like standing,
He's-
and then Jake's like, stand-ins don't say lines.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, and he's just
He's like,
eating an apple as loud as he can. Yeah.
And then
That
like,
was hilarious.
what else was there? We had like WeatherTech. WeatherTech had a ad on there promoting their products. It's like it's like one of those things. It's like you think because like you think of them because like I see their products here and there and also, but you think
Their
of them like
products work really good.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like they're like those. It's like that company that's like they don't do promotion, but they have really good products.
Yeah, they don't. I get more promotions for them on YouTube, and that's because of what I search up that I get
Yeah,
them. It
yeah,
I've never just gotten them on TV. Like,
yeah. It's like and then like just seeing them have this ad all of the blue, all of a sudden it's just like
yeah,
okay, because like you think because like that's how it's like oh they must have money then. Hell, it's like
yeah. I
um
mean, they're pretty pricey.
their stuff is pricey. Yeah.
Yeah, but
What
it
else is
works
there?
extremely well, and it rinses off just like butter.
I'm not gonna lie. You're probably not gonna like this as much, but the Will Ferrell GM commercial where they had to go to Norway
Oh, I
before
liked
he
that
dies.
one.
You like that one? I didn't think
Yeah, I liked that one.
I didn't know if how much you would
Yeah,
like it because the fact it's more focusing on their electric cars and stuff.
yeah, I liked it because it was funny.
It
It
was funny.
was it
No,
was
it
done
was
right.
funny.
It was done right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's funny.
I don't
Yeah,
like the car. I liked the ad.
Manny's not a fan of electric cars. I don't disagree with
Yeah,
him
I'm
on.
not a fan of electric cars.
I don't disagree with him on and all that stuff. I mean, I would like to
Yeah.
try out a electric car. I'm not gonna lie, not myself, but I know I understand Manny. And then the Doctor Squash is commercial,
Okay, so I've seen a lot of their ads, and they are all hilarious.
and so what about this one?
This dude is hitting dingers every single ad. This dude, this dude is amazing at it.
Uh huh.
I love it.
Well, okay. So I was like, I thought there was a butt coming in for this for the Super Bowl one.
Oh no,
Okay,
no, no.
I
I
think
thought the only bad part I didn't like was I felt like it was too short. Like,
yeah, 30 seconds. I mean, come on now.
yeah, I wanted more.
I like the when it got to the point of the guy washing himself at the end of it. I was like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dr. Squatch will take you places you never know you'd go
exactly.
naked.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know if that was the right that was the right thing to end with, and like because like that's the thing. Like I understood it myself and all that stuff. Like because I know
Yeah.
it's one of these commercials. Because like just knowing the product, like this is one of these
Yeah.
commercials that's like you would see somewhere else entirely probably. And the fact that it was
Yeah.
it's a Super Bowl ad, I'm like, okay,
Because I know they have one ad for I think it's tree bark or tree
mm,
pine tree or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And it's basically like the ad goes like this smells so good. It smells like you're in the middle of the woods showering with Bigfoot, and it's like Bigfoot like scratching the dude's
yeah,
back. And it was like something like that. I feel like,
yeah.
but it was hilarious.
Yeah, that was interesting. What else was there? Paramount Plus, the new streaming service, which is originally CBS All Access. They're finally doing the whole consolidation and putting everything that they own into one thing and renaming
Finally.
it finally. Uh, the fact because like here's the thing about it because like there were so many and of course the game was on CBS, so it makes sense to do the perfect place to do this and all that stuff
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But it's like you see all these like different shows and all that stuff climbing up this mountain and all that stuff, and then it gets to the end where it's Sir Patrick Stewart just like you made it. This is where you all belong and everything. And it's like let's party. And the next thing you know, you get the freaking SpongeBob thing playing. I'm like, I get it. It's funny, but I don't think this is the right place for it. Like the only reason why this is here is because the game's on CBS. That's the only reason why,
Yeah.
and all
It
that stuff.
felt like it felt like it'd be a regular ad.
It was
Like
for
not like
like literally this could be forced upon. In all honesty, like
yeah.
yeah, we got a streaming service also and all that stuff. It's coming March 4th
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna have live sports and original content and everything. Like we get it,
Yeah.
we get it, and all that stuff. Um, the Bass Pro Shop one. Can you understand? Explain that one to me when
I
you
didn't
saw
get
it.
to see that one and I'm mad
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
because I saw this one, I was
Yeah.
like, Manny would like this.
I didn't get to see it because at the time I was doing something when it came on, and then like all my friends were like, "Oh, did you see the Bass Pro Shop ad? It's awesome." And I
Mm.
was like, "No, I didn't get to see
Uh,
it."
uh, the did you see the Cadillac one with the Edward Scissorhands?
No.
Uh, I like
When
it.
was it again?
Huh?
When was it?
When was
Because
it?
I missed like
I think it was
the
second.
beginning of the ads
I think this was
from
second half, if I remember correctly.
after the fourth quarter, the first quarter, and the beginning of the third quarter. That whole space in between I missed. So
Yeah.
I missed the second quarter,
Uh-huh.
second period. I missed the second period.
Second quarter. This ain't hockey,
Yeah, I
my
said it
man.
right?
Yeah, this ain't hockey, my man.
Yeah, okay. I was like second quarter, third overtime. Uh, I missed after halftime. I started watching again because I got third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think I want to say this was third quarter, but I could be wrong. And all that stuff. But if like, it's literally like retelling, it's like telling the story of Edward Scissorhands, but in modern, somewhat in a modern day. If
Does
you
he have
whoever
like electric?
whoever
Is
seen
it?
who no, he's like he has actual scissor hands. He's supposed to
Oh,
be
okay.
no. Oh my bad. This is he played. This is the son of Edward Scissorhands in this commercial and all that stuff, and the and all that stuff. And I think one of the actors that were in was in the movie is in this commercial also, and all that stuff.
Is it
But it's
Johnny Depp?
no, it's Winona Ryder when she plays as
Oh, okay.
Kim Boggs. Like she's
Yeah.
back and all that stuff. She's in it because she's the mother and everything
Yeah.
and
I
all that
wonder
stuff.
how that would work.
Yeah,
That might have been weird.
yeah, I have no idea. And it's like it's like going through the whole thing of like him with the like pretty much like the movie was, but more modern stuff.
Yeah.
And
Him
then like
struggling.
him struggling and everything like that. And it's just like, and then it gets to the part of him driving the new Cadillac and all that stuff, which is also an electric car, just to let you know too. Unfortunately, um,
I'll probably not watch that one. Probably won't watch that.
watch it for the Edward Scissorhands, just for the fact it's nostalgic in a
Okay.
way, and all that
Okay.
stuff for the nostalgic and all that stuff. Like literally, when I watched that whole trailer, it was reminding me of the movie so much and everything. I was like, that's cool. We already talked about the State Farm, the Rocket Mortgage stuff, the commercials. Did you see those with Tracy Morgan?
Yes, those were hilarious.
Those were awesome
Were you just eating strawberries?
because they did there was two different ones and all that stuff. That's why too.
I saw the strawberry one
Okay, that's
where
the
he was
first
like
one.
in the
That was
bathtub.
yeah, that was the first one, and all that stuff. Because
Yeah.
it's like you cannot be you
You
can't be
can't
pretty
be
sure,
uh
you can't be
pretty
pretty
sure.
sure.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to be
it. You gotta be
certain
certain.
and all that stuff. And it
Yeah.
goes through all these scenarios of like pretty sure.
hmm
Like literally, I kid you not. I
I'm
kid
pretty
you.
sure we're gonna make this.
I kid you not. Hearing that whole thing, I'm like, this is a day in the life of hanging out with Manny right now.
Yeah. It's like I'm not 100%. It's like
I
95
pretty sure
maybe.
I'm pretty sure that we can do this. I'm
Yeah.
like we're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Yeah. I
And
had
I
a couple
share
ideas for the podcast.
like
Stopped at 95.
I now have my comeback. Like no, we have to be certain.
So if I say I'm certain this will, it's all
Don't
you're
try it.
down.
No,
No.
don't. Because when
Cause I got a couple ideas for an episode.
oh my gosh. Oh, okay. They're showing the Vincent Barley. I'll probably should send you the link to that one. I thought that one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The E Trade workout commercial. It was like it was like
Remind me what it was?
it was this kid like seeing this video of some wrestler and like it's like he's like trying to like work
Yes.
out and all that stuff.
Yeah. I was like, huh? Yeah. When you tell me what it is, if it's
The
not like a
best.
name thing, yeah.
And that's pretty much most of them from what I was like. But the
From what I
one,
remember,
but
and
the
then there's trailers, but
I was gonna say I was gonna get to that. The one, of course, there was a Fast Nine thing and all that stuff. That was before the game though. I don't know why they did it before the game. Like, come on now, and all that stuff.
yeah.
Like people, I want it's Fast Nine and all that stuff. Don't put that before the game. Put that during the game. I want to be excited because I almost forgot about that movie until I saw that.
Yeah, I don't like where Fast and Furious is going. But
Of course you don't. Of course you
I
don't.
stopped following when it became less about cars and more
So
about
pretty much four.
missions.
Pretty much four.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Pretty
much
much
that's where
four.
I stopped.
Like don't get me wrong, I enjoy the first three and all that stuff. I enjoy the first three. Like literally,
Yeah,
one is the reason why I got it. I kind of like cars and all that stuff. One is the reason
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And then three makes me admire drifting to a whole other thing. But four is when it's like I was like I'm down for this and all that stuff because
I,
you know
I
stuff.
mean,
I
I'm
mean,
not
don't
gonna say I hate them,
yeah, it's just not
but
it's not your cup of tea.
yeah. I mean, I still watch them. Like, I'll go to the theater and I'll watch it,
Yeah,
but I'm nowhere near as excited as like
it's
when
not.
Too Fast, Too Furious came out.
Yeah,
Like, I was hella
it's not the
hyped.
story
Like, yeah,
and not the story
yeah,
stuff. Um, but the one thing that I was happy about and excited for to see the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
yeah.
Don't, Manny, don't ruin this for me. Do not, do not, do not.
I'm not doing
Do you know?
that.
Like, I kid you not. I saw the commercial, 30-second spot, and then right when it ended, it said full trailer online. I literally grabbed my phone, got on YouTube, and started and watched that trailer and all that stuff. And I kid you not, that full trailer was awesome.
You want me to say what I was gonna say?
Huh? Yes, go ahead. Sorry,
I didn't watch the Super Bowl one.
I hate you so
I just went
much.
to YouTube. I was just waiting for it to come out on YouTube. I was like, I'll just watch the full thing on
Oh, you just
YouTube.
watched the full. Oh, you watched. Okay, never mind. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
Because I was like, I'm not gonna be cut with a half a trailer and then be
I mean,
told to go to YouTube.
it literally said a full trailer online, which pretty much means available now and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what it's one.
And I just went and then because I was like, I got my teas, I got my full trailer. I'm happy.
No, it looks amazing though.
And
It
all that
looks
stuff.
amazing.
I am
That
so
scene where like Falcon throws the shield and then Bucky like
catches it.
catches it, that's dope.
Though that's not
I'm
that
hoping we're gonna. I
that
hope they're gonna do like what. It's not the same scene. I don't think, right?
it's not. It's
That
most likely.
catch thing.
Yeah, that's probably a separate scene right there and all that stuff.
Yeah. Um. Like, oh man, who was it? When Bucky and Captain America were doing it, remember versus Tony? How like
Oh
Cap would
yeah,
throw it
yeah,
and then Bucky would catch it. I
yeah.
hope they do something like that, but with Falcon and
Oh,
Bucky.
something
That
similar.
would be dope. Yeah. Like if that's how they use the shield, that'd be pretty dope. Like if they shared it,
Yeah, that
that'd
makes
be really
sense.
tight. Really tight.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm
Yeah.
so happy. March 19th is when it comes out, so it's like we get a so pretty much once WandaVision ends, we get a like a week break and then we jump into that and all that stuff, which is so
Yeah.
exciting. Which is so exciting.
Speaking of which, I didn't get to ask you before the episode. When we talk about WandaVision, no spoilers, right?
We're spoiling.
Okay, cool.
I'll
Okay,
I'll
just
I'll
making sure.
I'll put I'm gonna try to put something up there when it says spoilers and
Okay,
all that stuff.
I can just hold up my hand again.
You don't
You want
have
to do
to. You don't have to do that. I'm not making you work that
Okay,
hard now and all that stuff.
okay, all
I'm
right,
gonna, with the power of editing, we'll probably have something there. I'll say
okay.
spoilers.
Well, the key card down here.
Yeah, and all
It's
that
like
stuff.
spoilers.
Somewhere at the bottom and all that stuff and everything like that. But anyways, back one more thing before that. Um, I'm excited again. Excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm interested to see where Zemo goes in this and all that stuff because we have to remember this is post Endgame, so this is like the five.
True.
This is the 5 year gap. This is like part of this is after the 5 years, so we don't know much about some of these other characters besides Falcon and Winter Soldier because they weren't there during the 5 years. So with
Correct.
Sharon being in this, Zemo being in this, and all that stuff. What we get? We'll figure out. We get to know about what happened with them and all that stuff and everything.
Yeah.
I'm excited and everything. But anyways, yes, we since Manny brought it up already, we are talking episode 5, reactions, spoilers. Prepare yourselves if you have not seen this episode, and how have you not, and all that stuff. I've already seen this.
Maybe they're more of a Justice League type of person.
I'm proud. I think I've seen this probably twice, 3 times now. Once or so, 3 times. Anyways,
What if they're a Justice League person?
that doesn't.
Speaking of Justice League, by the way, Superman and Lois looks amazing.
I have not seen the trailer for that, so all that stuff. So
Okay,
we
okay,
can
I
just
won't talk about that. I'll let you see the
we,
trailer first.
yeah, we can't. I can't and all that stuff. I am excited for the show and all that stuff, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen anything with it and all
Well,
that
you
stuff.
can't talk about it if like you haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Um,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But anyways, WandaVision episode 5. Um, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this now because this is also gonna go into our next topic soon. I hate you, Manny. I hate you so much.
Oh man, I
I hate
told you.
I hate you so
What did
much.
I tell you?
I hate you so
What did I
much.
tell you?
I hate you so
I
much.
already told you.
I it's like here's the thing. Here's the thing. I kid you not. I literally jumped off my couch when I saw Evan Peters Quicksilver in the at the end. I literally jumped off my couch because of two reasons. Because of two things. One, I'm actually more excited now that this multiverse thing is becoming more real. Three, because I'm pissed. I was also pissed off for the fact that Manny might be actually right about this whole multiverse thing
Oh man.
and all that stuff. And it's like, but the thing is, it's like it's because the thing is
Oh
why I'm actually getting more excited because we're seeing it work in action and it's actually like paying off. That it might
yeah.
it's about to pay off soon and all that stuff. Like it's planning correctly of what it's supposed to work and all that stuff. So it's like for me now and all that stuff, how I was a little skeptical of the whole multiverse thing and all that stuff because I don't want because the thing is like you would think of using the MCU as a clean slate for most of these characters, and the fact that Quicksilver's already dead in the MCU and all that stuff, it does bring up like here's the thing though. This does bring up questions though. Like, is this X Men's Quicksilver and everything like that and then Wanda just happens to bring him from another reality and all that stuff to bring him back to bring her brother back and all that stuff. Because like if you remember, Darcy
I
ends
have a couple theories.
and
I have a couple
hold on.
theories. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you after you finish. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I mean, Darcy does say like she recast Pietro and all that stuff. So it's like this is like we don't know for sure if this is an actual this is and all that stuff and everything like that. It could be an actual person like how like everyone else is in Westview and all that stuff. That they're actual people just within Wanda's head, Wanda stuck in their head and all that stuff, playing these roles. It could be just a another person and all that stuff. And but or as we said, this actually is Pietro or Peter, how it was in the X Men movies. His name was in X Men movies, and he's
Getting
just
ready for this.
he happens to be this. Jump, go, start. I'm just like,
Okay, what you just said. It happens to be both of them at
no,
the
no,
same time.
no, don't do
No,
that.
no, it's not. It's not both people. It's not both people. It's both things of what you just said. Okay, it is Peter from the X Men's universe, but Wanda brought him into our universe through the multiverse and is in his brain, making him like her brother.
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah. Well, it's both of them. You said,
So
"Is
you're
it a random person that she's in her brain?" And I was like, "No, it's Peter from his universe, but he's also under her control as well." So I think it is. I also think their neighbor is a little sketchy.
oh, duh. That's
I
already
feel like
been
she's not like she's Mephisto.
okay. I don't think it's Mephisto. I don't think she's Mephisto, but I think she's working with Mephisto.
I think she is.
No, because
Also, I don't believe the dog's dead. It's in the thing as well.
oh yeah, like
That's another
I
theory
yeah
I
yeah
have.
I just heard something about that. Like I don't think the dog's dead. I'm like that makes sense actually.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead.
And all that stuff. Yeah, that's most
I
likely
think
right.
he's somewhere.
You're most likely right about
Cause
that.
like he was already like wrapped up in a blanket. Like it seemed kind of
Mm,
like from the time that he ran out to the time that they got him seemed like it was a kind of a short time.
no,
No, it was like in the span of a day.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. Cause he ran out, then that's when she went outside the portal to throw the thing.
You have to remember, she went from a one reality to another
Yeah, that's true.
and all that stuff. You have to remember that. So it could. You have to remember just because it was daylight, she went back at night. She went when it was nighttime and back in daylight. Doesn't mean she spent a whole day going back and out, in and out. Literally, she could have just.
True.
It could have been when she went back in could have been the same time she was when she left.
True. Maybe she's a Time Lord,
Stop.
and they did
Stop.
what they did to Gallifrey.
Stop.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Um, yeah, I don't think the dog's dead. I feel like Darcy's doing something to him. Darcy and Mephisto, or Mephisto in general.
Darcy?
But yeah, isn't that the name of his name?
No.
What's the name of his name?
Agnes.
Who's Darcy? Why did Darcy come in my head? Who's Darcy?
one of the doctor in outside.
Oh, okay. Is that her name? Damn. Uh, well, I feel like Agnes and Mephisto, whoever. I feel like Mephisto's behind this, but Mephisto and whoever else he's working with, which is either Darcy or Darcy is Mephisto,
Well,
is
this
doing something to the dog.
well the
I
thing
feel like,
is, like experts, like comic experts, and all that stuff
yeah.
are relating Agnes to the character Agatha. I forgot the last name of it, and she was like she's an actual witch that used to is somewhat like somewhat villain slash mentor to Wanda in
Oh,
the
okay. Does she work
in,
with Mephisto?
in the
You
comics.
know?
That I don't know, particularly in comic wise and all that stuff. But like I'm saying, like I won't be surprised. Like for this particular reason in the MCU, she is probably one of those. She is working with Mephisto in this whole
Yeah,
situation and all that stuff. Because like if you remember how when Wanda and Vision got into the fight, which by the way, one of the most one of the most amazing scenes in that episode and all that stuff. Props to Bettany on how he portrayed how he did that on that scene
oh, when he was like flying.
when he was angry, how like he was project how angry he was and all that stuff, and then how it
Yeah,
projected it, and the fact that it's like he doesn't remember who he was before Westview and all that stuff,
yeah.
raised more questions into it and all that stuff. And then but when it gets to the point of like Wanda was like she doesn't know how they got there in the first place, so you don't that lets you know it's like this isn't not all of this was entirely her and all that stuff to begin with and all that stuff. She just more guess you
Question.
helped out or somewhat like did something.
No, that wouldn't work out. Oh, maybe. I was this one I haven't. Okay, so this right here just came to me. I haven't been able to like think things out completely like I did with my Spider-Man stuff theories. Um, so what if, okay, so say we're right and Pietro is Peter from X-Men's universe, but he's under her mind control like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if he's from a different universe, what if a lot of people that's inside the bubble as well are from different universes?
No, they're
I
all
mean,
no. You can't. The reason why the reason why I can already debunk that because Sword already has files on the people we've already seen in that show
that we've seen.
and all that stuff.
That's the thing.
Well, most of like it's all most of those actors already, most of those people already, like everyone we've seen and everyone
Yeah,
they've already have files on them and all that stuff.
yeah,
So it's like that's where that doesn't work already because they're actual residents within that world, within that
yeah,
real and all that stuff. They just happen to be stuck within that reality right now from Wanda,
true.
and so that stuff. So it's like we're not getting this stuff. We're not going to see much stuff about that. Like and all that stuff. Um, the one thing, back to the whole that whole ending scene entirely of when at pretty much right when they bury the dog and all that stuff, and it's Wanda and Vision and all that stuff. That's very emotional. That is scenes like that are very tough to do and all that stuff. And it and like I said, between them two, it worked so well and all that stuff because Vision is a man pretty much lost in a reality, pretty much because he's dead and all that stuff. And he throughout the episode, well, I mean, like it's always been shown bits and pieces throughout the series so far, but this episode really pushed went into it more of Vision noticing like stuff is not right and
Yeah,
everything, and the fact that it's like we get to see show him noticing that, the fact of what he ended up having to like get the dude out of the trance and seeing him his real self and freaking out because he knows he's stuck in this world but he doesn't know what to do right now because he has a sick father and all that stuff with his sister watching him and all that stuff and then Vision decides just to put his mind back at ease in a way to being back to the
yeah,
to norm and all that stuff. It's just like it's crazy and it's just so crazy and scary at the same time because it's like you don't know what the hell's gonna happen and all that stuff. And then especially at the beginning of the episode where Agnes who we think as right now just like breaks character and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's like when talk is talking to Wanda all scared and all that stuff because she doesn't know what's gonna happen and all that stuff and everything. And it's so crazy. It's like you get that unsettling nerve from watching it, but it's like it's not something like you're like it's not a bad thing. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
You want to know more.
oh you want to know more and everything like and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And it's just so it's like oh man, and then the boys and all that stuff. No, seeing that come into play now with the boys now older. Uh,
Well, wait a minute. Okay, continue. I got something that's pretty crazy, but continue.
uh,
It's a stretch, so I'm not gonna.
it's like seeing the boys grow older fast, but it's like it's not Wanda's doing. That's the crazy part about it. Like there, that more confirms that something else is in play for these boys to be growing up this fast. Um, and we're starting to see there's another side to Sword also, and all that stuff
hmm
and everything, which was you can say it's somewhat predicted in a way, but it's like you want it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, do you really think it's gonna happen? Especially because there's so much other stuff happening and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But it work and it's working, but it's working though in a way too. Is we'll see.
Also, what's the bad blood with the agents of Sword and I always get them mixed up. Uh, and Captain Marvel. Every time her name is mentioned, other than with what's his name, it's her. It's kind of like I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Or
It's
like there's
only
faces made.
right now. It's only Monica that did that.
And the general, not the general. What's his name?
The
The one.
director
Yeah, he didn't like her as well.
when
When she was saying who was it? When Wu I think was saying it
the director
or
never
Lee.
the director
Mhm.
never mentioned Captain Marvel. No, Wu
Yeah,
never mentioned Captain Marvel around the director.
someone said someone said it near him.
No,
Yeah.
the director. No, I don't know if this is what you're referring to, but I think what it is you're probably what it sounds like you're probably more referring to when the director is trying to push Wu to say Wanda's alias and all that stuff. Like how he says he doesn't have a funny nick, she doesn't have a funny nickname or anything like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was more referring to Wanda. That wasn't talking about
Yeah.
Carol, because that scene right there was talking about when they were trying to debrief and they talk about and Wu was giving his brief on who Wanda is and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's what I meant. Yeah.
yeah,
I
so
mean,
it's
it could be taken as both though.
no, it's not. It's not at all. It is not at all.
Then why does she have bad blood against Captain Marvel then?
Who Monica?
Yeah.
You remember this is the same girl
Yeah, this is the daughter of
and all that
yeah,
stuff. Now
yeah,
remember, Carol's been pretty much been gone after
correct.
if you look at it timeline wise
Yeah, and
because
also to her as well because she got snapped and stuff like that.
and all that stuff. So a lot can have like of course she's gonna have not it's not bad blood it's not more of bad blood it's just more of like where have she been in a kind of thing
Oh, okay.
and all that stuff like where has she been and all that stuff and then there may be more about that during the 5 years like maybe after Monica was blipped Carol maybe was
Oh, and then with what's her name? Thor the Dark World. Her name is slipping.
Darcy.
That okay, Darcy. I know faces, not names. Okay. Uh, even with people I know, I don't know face. I just don't know names. Um, she has a little bit of bad blood against Captain Marvel as well.
No she doesn't.
Yeah, she does. Remember when she was talking about how Wanda Maximoff almost took Thanos by herself, and then Wu
Monica
was like, actually,
Monica said that Monica
no, Darcy did.
Monica said Wanda
Oh
couldn't
wait, I'm getting my movies mixed. I gotta watch it again.
you're
I've only watched one of his in one time every episode.
Monica brought up about how, because like it was talking because like Wu brought up the fact because Darcy mentioned about the boys getting older and all that stuff, and then Wu brought up the fact of where does the babies or the now the 5-year-old boys at the
Yeah,
time
who's their aliases?
who are their aliases, but when Monica brought up about the fact that no, those are Wanda's and all that stuff. She
Yeah,
literally did that and all that stuff. Darcy brought up about the fact of like really and all that stuff, and then like we was talking about this is a whole other set of powers she's probably inherited and all that stuff, like
yeah.
and all that stuff and everything like that. And then that's
And
when
that's when she said she
Monica
could have
said
taken
like
Thanos.
Wanda could have taken out Thanos by herself if it wasn't for the Blitz. And then Wu brought up about the fact, well, I could argue that Captain Marvel could have almost did also could have done it also. That's when
Yeah,
Monica made the face and all that stuff.
yeah,
Darcy caught it about that and all that stuff along with Wu after she had mentioned about because Darcy had said, didn't she get touched by an Infinity? Didn't she get hit by Infinity Stone also from her powers?
yeah.
And also, that's when Monica cut it short. Darcy and Wu noticed that and all that stuff, and they continued on
That's it. Okay,
and all that
thank
stuff.
you.
You're welcome.
Also, did you see her X-rays?
Those are her soon-to-be powers
Okay, just making sure we're on the same page on that. Okay.
and all that stuff. Like just like
Okay.
when I first saw it, it didn't dawn on me at first, and
Yeah.
then like I had rewatched it because I rewatched it a couple times, and then I rewatched it again with a watch along video to in case I missed something
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and all that stuff. And the watch along video, the guys that I watch it that I have it, they mentioned that, and I was like, duh.
Okay, so now it that's what dawned on me when I saw it. Did they mention any heroes that she could possibly? Because I don't know any heroes like that.
Her name is she used to have like her name used to be in the comics. It's Photon,
Oh, okay. She has like light powers, I'm guessing.
pretty much. Yeah,
Okay. Also the twins I feel like are superheroes as well, aren't they?
yeah, they are.
Okay.
So
Kind of they're wearing their
their
colors as
names,
well.
the hero names, I don't. Oh, Billy and Tommy are their actual names in comics too.
Yeah, yeah.
Wiccan, which is the wizard, and then is it is it Speed? I'm already forgetting the other one already,
Yeah.
and all that
Which
stuff.
Wiccan's already showed his powers, in my belief. Remember when he was training the dog? Whenever he goes to train the dog, he points at his head for some reason. I feel like he has telepathy like Wanda.
Well, yeah, that's his powers. I don't think telepathy
Yeah.
is one of them though. I don't think
Well,
telepathy
not
is one
tele
of them.
some sort of like a mind thing that he can do. I feel like that was him showing his power. Because the dog was learning tricks really fast. And whenever he would go to train him, he would go like this and talk to him. And then he would stop, and then the dog would do it. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's a scene when they get the dog, and then he's like on the floor, like laying down. He's not like laying down, he's like sitting down, and the dog's in front of him. And he goes to touch his head every time he talks to him.
You mean the scene where he's like doing all the tricks with Wanda and the other son watching, right? In the house.
Think so? But when I know whenever he's training the dog, he's pointing at his head.
That's like the only time when there's like actual training is that scene right there.
Yeah, cause the dog dies it's pretty fast. But yeah, he's touching his head every time he talks to him to talk to him about tricks.
I gotta look at that again then.
Yeah. So I feel like that's like maybe not. He might not be doing powers, but maybe it's like a foreshadowing of him
Mm,
showing his powers.
yeah.
Could be that. But
Um,
yeah.
another potential. Okay, but back to the whole Monica thing, and Captain Marvel thing, because I wasn't gonna bring that up. Since that got brought up, that is gonna get mentioned. That is gonna be brought up in Captain Marvel too, because
I figured.
and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Because she is gonna be in the second one. Um,
Oh, she is?
yeah, she is gonna be in the second
Oh,
one.
that's dope.
So that makes sense to see where that goes and what happens, and we'll probably learn more about it.
Yeah.
Another universe connection in a way. When Monica and Darcy are talking about how to get back in with the whole thing on wheels. I forget the whole explanation about it. She Monica mentions about an astro engineer that might be willing to
Oh
set it
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It's from what I'm hearing, it's fantastic.
Ooh.
It could be Fantastic Four related.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too, but I feel like I don't think they would hint to him that subtly.
I mean, they
You're
did
talking about Mr. Fantastic's son or something like that, right? Okay.
fan-
Or Mr. Fantastic,
probably
right?
in particularly.
Yeah.
But it's not surprising that they would start this early. I mean, they did announce they are doing a movie.
Yeah. Or it could be Dr. D. Could be Dr. D.
I don't know if it's D. Was he an astro engineer?
I know he's pretty smart. I don't know if he's an astronaut.
Yeah, but is he that? Is he? Does he do that though? That's the thing.
I mean, he could be in this universe though, but I don't know.
We'll
I
see.
feel like it's most likely Mr. Fantastic than
We'll see.
Dr. D. But
We'll see.
uh oh, anyways, uh Magneto. Uh so
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Someone explain this to me. Yeah. You probably because I've been hearing about this, but I'm still trying to figure it out. What's Magneto related in this
okay,
episode?
so remember X2?
Yeah.
And also I believe it's in Last Stand. I think it's shown quite a bit actually. There's a lot of scenes where Magneto he prefers not prefers he uses he can control metal obviously, right?
Duh.
So there's a lot of scenes that Magneto does in the X-Men movies where if he's armed like in front of a lot of armed guards,
Mm.
he'll have them point their weapons at each other. And he's done this multiple times in multiple
Oh.
movies. So they're comparing
Oh.
that to when Wanda did
Did
it
the whole
to
thing.
yes. That's what they're doing. And then it kind of okay. I mean, if she can pull one person out of another alternate universe, or not alternate universe, yeah, alternate, expanded universe, whatever you want to call it. I mean, somebody could have gotten through with them. Like, you don't know. And that's maybe they're gonna say that it actually is her father or something. I don't know.
So so wait. The whole her pointing the guns at the director. That's the whole
Yeah,
Magneto
cause
thing.
yeah, cause Magneto's done it in multiple movies, multiple times.
That yeah, that makes sense. I get that part, but it's like
It could be like really good foreshadowing though.
I guess.
I mean, it's probably not gonna be like exactly or like gonna be like it could just be like a slight foreshadowing of what's to come with Magneto because she does you obviously know that's her dad and stuff like that but like
Yeah, in the
it could be
com.
like a foreshadowing.
Yeah, in the comics, but at the same time, like MCU related.
Well, even in the X-Men universe, remember in Apocalypse, Quicksilver's talking about how Magneto's his father.
Yes,
Remember?
I get that, but I'm talking MCU right now.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much you're gonna say the biological parents that died in Sokovia were her foster parents and all that stuff. If that becomes true, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know how that part, I don't know how
That's
it's gonna work like that
that's what I'm trying to
because of the
say.
fact that because of the fact that Magneto would be in a different alternate from an alternate universe,
See, that's the thing.
most likely.
See, that's the thing.
I feel like he's probably gonna be with Peter, and then most likely Wanda's gonna end up somehow aligning with him, maybe. And it's like more of like a father figure, more than an actual
Yeah.
biological father.
No,
I feel like they could go that route,
that seems like too much
or
already.
they could just go as like in mentorship. They could just go like a mentorship, or not even do the father thing. They could just do the whole slightly just an Easter egg for it.
That's too much already. Because like, how does that? How would that part fit into the multiverse of madness? The yeah,
Yeah.
multiverse of madness and all that stuff when that comes out next year and all that stuff. Like is and all that stuff and it's like, are you make is and all that stuff because like it's most because it is leading right now. It is kind of leading to that fact. Kind of most likely kind of might lead to that fact of Wanda becoming that villain and then being part of that villain side in Multiverse of Madness. I just
True,
don't.
because her accent is coming back as well.
Her accent just came back when she walked out of the reality.
Yeah.
That's the only
But the
time.
thing is, well, yeah, not inside the little bubble thing. But the thing is, like, it was kind of starting to go when she aligned herself with the Avengers. It kind of foreshadows from Civil War when she had the accent. She was more on the kind of in between side. Is what I'm saying. Not Civil War. My bad.
What?
Was it Civil War?
What
No,
are you
not Civil War.
What are you talking
Which is
about?
the one where she um Avengers Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron. is where she had the accent. Her and Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like just kind of like foreshadowing what I'm saying. How like when she's kind of like in between, I feel like she has the accent. I don't know, or it could just be they gave her the accent back. To be honest, could just be overanalyzing things.
Yeah, you're overanalyzing things. She always had the accent.
I mean, it's thicker though. It's more noticeable.
You know, it's only
It is
notice.
more noticeable.
It's noticeable now because she doesn't use it when she's in the other reality.
And she didn't use. I don't remember her using it in Endgame or in Infinity War.
She did.
I don't remember it. I remember having like a regular voice.
It's lighter. It's the accent's just a little lighter. That's all.
I
It
can't hear anything
is,
in those.
and all that stuff and everything. Cause like literally every single episode of WandaVision, the accent kicks in this past week's episode and all that stuff because
Yeah.
she's outside of that reality. She's back in the real world and everything.
Yeah. No, I get why she doesn't have it in her reality.
Yeah.
I get that. But what I'm saying is I don't remember her having it in like Infinity War, Civil War, Endgame. I don't remember her having it.
No, she had it
I have to rewatch them, but I don't remember her having it.
and everything. It's like Endgame in particularly is going to be a little bit probably more harder because she had very less lines in that one
Yeah, she did.
and all that stuff
Yeah.
and
I'll
also
probably look at Infinity War and Civil War.
like two scenes with her in particular where she talks and all that stuff. There's only two particular scenes where she talks, and then that's the one during the big battle when she fights Thanos, and then after the funeral where she's talking with Hawkeye.
No, she have a couple scenes with when she's trying to take the stone out of Vision before the battle. Doesn't she have a couple
Endgame,
scenes?
Endgame.
Oh, Endgame. Okay.
I just
Never mind.
I just refer to Endgame. I know
Oh, okay.
she has Infinity War. She has bigger more lines in Infinity War than
Yeah.
Endgame. I know that for sure. I know that and all that stuff. I'm just saying she had two
I'll
particular
probably I'll probably
times.
just I'll probably just look more at the Infinity War where there's more lines and maybe Civil War. I know Civil War she has a couple lines as well. That I can look at. I'll get back to you. That's about it.
I'm just like
Even if she doesn't have the accent though, it very well could just be they decided to give her the accent back. Like, I mean,
I'm just saying it's like every time she talked, it always sounded with an accent. That's all I'm saying
yeah,
and everything. It's just like I mean it's probably some of it's maybe some lines had a lighter tone to it and all that stuff
yeah,
because like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it was in Age of Ultron it was a little not too much heavy on accent, but
yeah, it was really heavy.
yeah, but it was just like it wasn't. It just felt like they were not trying hard, but also like it's like that can be toned down a bit, and it did. It did.
Yeah,
It did later on and all that stuff, and like it's still you can still hear the accent and all that stuff. But I don't think it was never meant to be like oh she's gonna her accent's gonna get removed and all that stuff later on and all that stuff like and everything like that. It's like I don't think that was ever the plan. Like no, she's always gonna be known as Sokovian. She's always gonna have her accent. And I think just this last episode just kind of just like I think somehow like people tend to forget maybe and all that stuff. And
I don't know.
like because of course yeah of course like when during the in the other reality like it's like her regular voice when she talk as
Yeah,
it's her regular voice no matter what and all that stuff. But that's the point. The point of to have the regular voice was to blend in with the show, of be part of the show,
yeah,
being part of that show, which is fine.
yeah,
Which was fine with me. I was like,
yeah.
I
That's
understood
fine.
that and all that stuff like and everything like that. And I know people were like weirded somehow like spooked about the fact having the accent back. Probably maybe I don't know, but at the same time it's like were you not expecting the accent to, to come out when she jumped back into the real world? Like, where people are not expecting that or something? Like, come on now.
No, because she didn't have the accent in Infinity War. I'm
Oh
still
my
sticking with that
god.
until I watch it.
God.
I'm pretty sure she did not have the accent in
I'm just
Infinity
saying
War
it's probably
or
lighter.
Civil
Like
War.
I'm saying, I won't be surprised if the accent got lighter throughout the rest of in those movies and all stuff. But I can literally tell like she is trying to she is speaking with an accent and all stuff. Sokovian accent. I'm gonna go with that because I'm not trying to make it more. and all that stuff.
Well, no, speaking with an accent makes sense too because we know what we're
Yeah, but I
talking
know
about.
I'm just making it more directive of what it's supposed to kind of be.
Does she have? Does she doesn't have a regular accent? Huh? Like the actress herself, she doesn't have an accent, right?
No,
No, okay.
no,
Just making sure. 'Cause I've never seen her in an interview. Like I don't really watch interviews too much.
no. So it's a regular.
I didn't know.
Like how she talks in the classic shows is her actual voice,
Oh, okay.
just without the whole style of the because
Well, yeah,
she's speaking with that style of
yeah,
the shows and all that stuff. But it's like
yeah. The actual accent is her
yeah,
regular American accent.
yeah,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Um, gosh, we're going long on this. Um,
Yeah,
let's
we still got quite a bit of
we still got a
of
bit.
topics.
We still got a so let's get in this one to end
Okay, well,
on.
speaking of Fantastic Four, uh, there could be rumors, someone, joining the MCU and
No,
a
no, no,
little
no, no, no,
reprisal.
no, no. You're saying it
So,
all wrong. You're saying it all
I
wrong.
don't have the
And
document in front of me, so I
and all
can't
that
read it word
stuff.
for word.
And plus, of all, like, remember who's the one hosting the show
Yeah, yeah,
and all that
you're
stuff.
right.
To what Manny is trying to say, someone that did get was rumored to come back to the MCU looked like it might actually happen, but not who we think it is, and it pisses me off because Manny might be right again and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And what I am talking about is Chris Evans, who earlier in the year did sounded like he might be coming back to the MCU, but it's not sounding like it might be guest Captain America. No, he might be coming back as the
The human
Human
effing
Torch.
torch.
In the article by in the express.co.uk, this is why I don't think it's Hingy because it's a UK site. Um,
Wow.
and
You're
all this
saying
stuff.
that
Oh no,
our
there's a lot of
not northern, western,
Eastern
eastern for I don't,
or fellow. You can say fellow Western because there's technically the west of the world.
our fellow westerns are wrong about the information.
Well,
That's
I mean, some there are some UK places out there that are more
listen,
tabloid than
okay.
others.
This is why I did put this in here.
But the only
Okay.
reason why
The
I'm
site I
allowing
don't
this,
trust.
the only reason why I'm allowing this because yes, the guy that in the article where he mentions the approaching source is similar to what when they said about John Cheadle being in Falcon and the Winter Soldier and all that stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
I
the
like the
source that they
fact.
got this information from is the one who sourced them, who gave them the information, is the same source that gave them the information about Don Cheadle being in Falcon and Soldier
Yes,
before it was announced.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's why
So
we're covering this.
that's why we're kind of covering it and all that stuff. Now, do I believe this? We'll see. In all honesty, I'm just it's more of a we'll see now, and everything. Because especially what this art, especially what else this article brings into the play, brings into this is what makes me is what also makes me worried about this whole thing and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And that is not only for the fact of Evans coming back, but there's somewhat of talks of other characters from the other X Men movies that I might come back into this, and
yep.
even there's also talks about somehow bringing Jessica Alba back as the Invisible Woman in this
I don't
article
want that.
and all that stuff. Now, here's what I think about this. Don't fuck this up.
Again, just going back to it, if this is true, personally, if they gave Evans a better script to work with than what they gave him,
You do
he
realize
was
though.
an
No, no,
amazing
no.
Human
You
Torch.
have to realize this though. You do realize though. That's not what this is gonna be like though. This isn't him. This
Yeah,
is
no, I understand that. What I'm saying is the way he portrayed the character, as in like this cocky, the way he is,
mhm.
was amazing. I'm not saying the script was good. I liked the Fantastic Four. Yes, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it the first one. I didn't care for Silver Surfer, mainly because of Galactus. But I really enjoyed the way he portrayed the character. If they give him a better script, which is what Marvel would do, because it's Marvel, I feel like it could be done extremely well. Go on, what you were gonna say now? I
But
just
do
had to
you
add that in.
think the question is though? Do you think he has an actual role in this movie?
I think it sets up for him having an actual role in the movie.
Uh,
I feel like it'll most likely set up things
Well,
leading to Fantastic Four and
no.
such.
See, that's where I'm stopping you. That's where I'm stopping you. and all that stuff. I don't want that. That's the one thing I don't want, and all that stuff.
Well,
Like
apparently, if I say it, it comes true.
what I'm expecting out of this is like the role is just within this movie, and it's something about him help, like he helps and all that stuff, or it's like some kind of like scenario or something like that, and everything. But I don't want. This is not something. I don't think this has to be something that where he ends up being in main MCU canon and all that stuff and all that stuff. Because like that's the
No.
thing. Like that's the thing. Like, do you want like? Because like, and this is what I meant to bring up earlier, in when we're talking about WandaVision and all that stuff. Do we really need to bring back some of some of these actors from these roles from those movies into the main MCU?
Some actors, I
Who?
definitely think so.
Who?
Um, Johnny Berthel is an amazing Punisher. I don't
Not
want him to
those. I'm
change.
not talking about those
Uh,
ones. I'm not talking about
I,
those ones.
I'm good. Hold on.
Me. Hold on,
I'm
Manny.
just
Manny.
saying.
Let me just say this right now. If it's Netflix related, just take them out. Because I will,
Okay,
because
we'll do.
those ones I can agree with you with to some degree, and all that stuff.
Okay, 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 okay. No Netflix. The Magneto, the old Magneto, I
No.
loved. I'm not saying you don't have to change them. You can change them. I'm just saying I loved them.
No.
Uh, let's see. Mystique.
No.
What? You're saying you can change Mystique?
Continue the list so I can just keep saying.
Okay.
See,
Quicksilver.
no.
What? I
Keep
thought he
going.
was amazing. Uh, Young Beast. That's about it. The new Beast. Not the.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like, that's all.
Yeah, that's it. Those are the ones that I'm okay with them being in the MCU. Other characters, I'm like, you could have changed them. You know what I mean? And you could have made him his own character. But like, if they're gonna do this whole thing, I would prefer if they use those actors. 'Cause I really enjoy the way those actors portray the characters. This is just my opinions. They're not,
Yeah.
you know,
No, I understand that. I'm just
like
saying, like,
that's it. Yeah,
if
that's
they
it though.
pop up,
Like,
like I'm saying, like this thing has to be more about, particularly with Multiverse of Madness. This thing has to be more of like you have a role in this movie for some reason because of what the magnitude of what this movie portrays in and all that stuff. But it doesn't mean for the fact that like you're coming into MCU canon, with the exception of Deadpool and all that stuff. I'm just
that okay. None of all those characters that I said, there is only one that I want in everything, and that's Chris Evans as the Human Torch.
he's not doing. He's not. That's not gonna
I
happen.
hope he does. I'm gonna add him on
I
Twitter and be
I
like,
am
"Yo, dude, we
fine.
doing
Like I said,
this?"
like here's like I'm going to the point where I am fine that he if he comes back as Johnny Storm, just as some kind of role within the movie itself, and all that stuff. But
Okay, so what if? Okay, so here's this. What if you don't see anything related to Johnny Storm or Human Torch or Fantastic Four in general? Credits roll, ending credit. It's Doctor Strange walking down the street. He bumps into Chris Evans. And he's like, "Oh, sorry," and he's just dressed as Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four.
that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Maybe
Because
it's a setup. I don't
because the thing is like
know.
because we have to all have to remember it's like there is a Marvel Studios Fantastic Four movie coming out soon.
Exactly.
But you don't. But that's the thing. Do you really want to use someone that are not only portrayed the role in an early and way back long time ago, but also has played a character in the MCU, a pivotal one they're at, and all
All
that
he has
stuff,
to do is shave.
and
No,
all that
I'm just
stuff.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Like, see, that's the thing. It's like I don't know. Like, here's the thing, because I don't know what you can
I'm
do.
okay with it.
You're of course you're okay with
I'm
it, and all that
I'm
stuff.
perfectly fine with it.
You're perfectly fine with it. You rather it be stay the same,
Oh, definitely.
and all
The
that
whole
stuff.
team they can change as long as they keep Chris Evans as the Human Torch. Yes, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Oh my god.
Perfectly. You can change everything about that movie as long as you keep Chris Evans as the Human Torch. I am perfectly fine with it.
I don't want this. I mean, Like I said, I'll say this again when this whole thing started in the first place. I'll, I'm not. I don't think. I don't know if this will work, but I'm fine with that if Marvel can do this right. So far, what they've done with WandaVision, I'm okay with. I've been cool with it. I'm happy about it. But here's the thing: like we're like we officially, somewhat officially, have Peter Quicksilver in this mix somehow. We have the still rumored, so as of right now, from what we've heard, we have nothing official, of both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being in the next Spider-Man and all that stuff, along with Electro from the Amazing
Hell
Spider-Man,
yeah.
Doc Ock, and everything like that, and all that stuff. Like I said, I have to see it before I can like go fully on board with this and all that stuff. I don't. The thing is, when you, like I said, I will be fine with Evans coming back as Torch if it's just somewhat of a role in the movie, not something throughout the whole
Oh,
cinematic universe and all that stuff. Like it from
what
a
do you do if he is? How do you feel?
I was like,
Here's the thing, has Marvel let you down? A Marvel Studios movie, has it let you down?
no, no, honestly, no.
Exactly. Exactly.
But that then again, it's like, do I really want a remake technically of Johnny Storm, or should I want someone new?
I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
It was broke.
The movie was broke, the character wasn't.
But that's such a long time ago.
Then don't make him an old character new. Just make him the new Johnny Blaze, but same actor.
Wrong person.
Or not Johnny Blaze. I just said Johnny Blaze. Just it could be Chris Evans, but it
No.
doesn't have to be that
Do
movie.
you really think he would want to do another Marvel movie after what he's done in the MCU already?
Hell yeah.
I don't.
Yep.
I don't think that. I think he's good and all that stuff. I think he's fulfilled his purpose.
Oh, I think he's perfect. Best damn Captain America we've ever seen.
He's the only
But
Captain America we've ever seen, technically.
no, there was a movie like that was hella old.
I know. That's what I'm
Wasn't good.
saying. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying though, it's like technically he is the only Captain America
Technically speaking, yeah.
and all that stuff.
Uh, all I'm saying is he's the reason I joined the MCU in watching the movies.
I don't think
But
so.
I mean, it'd be awesome. I hope he does.
Like I said, like this is all I'm saying about this. I will be fine with it if it's just some of like if it's like a cameo or somewhat of a role of sorts where he has to like pitch in on some sorts into this whole thing, in this whole multiverse of madness thing and all that stuff. Because you have to remember, not only is it just if it's him and all that stuff, it's also you also have to worry about Doctor Strange himself because he's in the movie. Everyone from the first movie technically is from back. That means Rachel McAdams, Benedict Wong, I forget dude name who played crap. I'm on the actual character's name. The bill is due. That's the guy. That guy and all that stuff. Because I can't say his actual name because something. It's sorry, I forget what it's called. I forgot how to say it and all that stuff. And I was, but I liked him as that person. Mordo. There we go. And you have that. You have Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch coming into play in this and everything like that. She's going to be into this and everything like that. We have a new person coming into the MCU with America Chavez and all that stuff, played by I forget her name already, and all that stuff coming into this role and everything like that. Mephisto, if WandaVision plays out correctly and all that stuff, Mephisto is most likely going to be into that and all that stuff and everything. I'm sorry. Do you really want to overshadow those characters just because Chris Evans is coming back as Johnny Storm?
yes.
For you, yeah, probably, and all that stuff. Like I'm just saying, like I don't like I get the point of it and all that stuff, and especially what this movie is and all that stuff. But I don't think it should be universe. I don't think it should be something that's universe setting in a way, setting up and all that stuff. Like, and especially now that there is a Marvel Studios run Fantastic Four movie coming out in the future, like I don't think it should. You should bring a Johnny Storm that's someone that's already played him. This should be a different Johnny Storm. Like honestly, you can live with your hype of having Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. You can have your shrine and everything about him and everything like that.
I
And
do
it's
not have a
like
shrine.
the fact that you said that means you have one. I'm just kidding.
No, I do have his the figure of Johnny Storm, the Chris Evans version.
It's a
I
shrine.
have the toy figure. That's
That
it.
that's part of it. That's a shrine right there, and all that stuff. Metaphorical speaking, um, and all that stuff.
I don't even know where it is actually.
Let's
It's
not look for
somewhere.
it. Let's not look for it right now and everything
I'm
because
not gonna look for
we still have an episode to finish. All I'm saying is I
Stay
I
tuned for the vlog.
I will be fine with this if it's something small and all that stuff. Nothing big, nothing that sets up something
Yeah.
for in the future of this universe and everything like that. Like I'm trying to get used to the fact of like there's a possible chance that we might see other characters from other movies, but more in a multiverse perspective and all that stuff. Um, and I'm starting to live with that and be fine with that because it's so far it's worked out well of what's been portrayed so far. I don't need characters actors of characters from other movies. I don't think that should be the right play in a way and all that stuff and everything. Um, because like here's the thing, like they can be part of that. They can be like mentioned and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like maybe their universe already has these characters, but we just don't know them yet and all that stuff of sorts. Like I can see that into play of somewhat and all that stuff. But for me at least, how I see it, and maybe other people can either agree or disagree with me on this and all that stuff of or have their opinions of what they think about it overall. Bringing in those type of characters and then somewhat implanting them in part of it, the main universe, doesn't seem like a good idea, and it doesn't seem right. And I know Manny's shaking his head, but he still doesn't care because he's the
No,
fact
I still respect your
the
opinion. I'm not
fact is
saying.
he's just happy for the fact that Chris Evans is coming as the Human Torch in the Multiverse of Madness. He's just happy about that.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all he
That's all.
cares. That's all he cares about, and all that stuff. He doesn't care about my.
No, it's not all I
He
care
doesn't care
about.
about my
I care
opinion at
about
all.
when.
He doesn't care about my opinion at all. And all that stuff and
I
everything.
mean, I try to act like I do.
See?
No, no, I do. I respect your
Okay, let's try to
opinion.
get these last two things out the way. And
What are the last two things?
Soul nears $100 million overseas. Congratulations to Soul on that. And
Yeah,
everything
congratulations to your producer.
for doing
Congratulations to the voice actors,
for doing
to the
very well.
animators, to the janitors that clean their floors.
Doing very to them
Congratulations.
doing very well on that. The next thing, E3 going all digital. For in 2020 this year. So there's E3 didn't happen last year. Boo hoo hoo, and all that stuff because I blame the pandemic so badly because it wasted my annual LA trip. But it might be that like that again because they're going all. There's a chance of them going all digital. Problem is though, will companies back this up? Because last year they did their own thing last year and all that stuff, and it turned out very well
Yeah,
and all that stuff
yeah, it did.
and all everything. Will they
The
back
Xbox
this?
one's kind of dope.
Will they back up this year? I don't know. We'll see and all that stuff and all that stuff.
I don't
Uh,
know.
Manny, quick opinion on this situation.
I think it's dope. I feel like I feel like it's a good alternative. Um, and like you said, if companies can back it, such as Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, if all these companies that usually go can back this up, I feel like it'd be really good. You can do like a bunch of panels and stuff like that. I feel like it'd be really cool, really good for the actual companies.
Mm.
And I feel like the people who love going to E3 every year or every other year, whenever they can, I feel like it'd be really cool for them, a really, really good experience. And also, I feel like it'd be a lot more accessible to like when we went to E3 a couple that one year, um or the last year was up, we able to go. Uh, we met a lot of people that were from out of country. I mean, it's good for them. They don't have to. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks you can't be there in person, but also it makes it like at least you get something. You're able to go somehow. Like, and it is cheaper too. So I mean, well, hopefully, yeah, most likely because you gotta
Right.
fly in hotels.
Yeah. I mean, most like the thing is like
So I mean,
most.
that is a plus as well,
Mm.
and it also gives accessibility to people who normally can't go. So people who like say
Well, it already
they
had.
work when E3 happens and
Well,
stuff like that.
it already had that accessibility still, and all that stuff. Technically,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. I think it's just more open. It's just what sucks about it is like from a industry standpoint, it's like nobody gets to see their industry friends that they don't see a lot and everything like that, and on an
Yeah,
industry
that's true.
standpoint and all that stuff. Like again,
I
like I
don't have
said,
that though. I can't touch on.
yeah, we don't because we're not industry
Yeah.
and all that
Well, I
stuff.
mean, yeah, you're right.
Well, technically, I mean, like if we were big
We're
enough,
media.
if we were big
We're
enough,
media.
if we were big
At
enough,
maximum, we're media.
if we were big enough for that stuff and everything like that
Yeah.
to do all the fancy stuff and everything like that, which I would not just I will allow to do if anyone does a want to do a preview event and all that stuff for upcoming games. I mean, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, looking at you, so excited. MLB 2K MLB the Show 21 preview, looking at that. Um, anyways, yeah, so 2021 all digital event. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes and all that stuff. It's not officially announced or anything like that. This is off a leak and all that stuff and what all that stuff and everything. Last thing to end. I don't know if I want to talk about this.
What was it? I
Fire
forgot.
Firebase Z.
We should say that for next episode.
Because I
Because
mean,
this
like,
episode's gonna be about an hour longer if we talk about that.
yeah, especially after what happened the night before. Uh,
Yeah, I'm done with that game.
uh, anyways, this has been a podcast with no name yet. Again, catch us every Wednesday at 10 a.m. on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast services around the world, and all that stuff. I am Ricky, my co-lieutenant Manny.
Hi, man.
Wait, hold on. There we go. Co-lieutenant Manny.
I'm right here. Right, bro.
I had to make it just to the video and all that stuff for the
Yeah.
recording and all that stuff and everything like that. We hope you guys have a good week. We hope we'll see you next week. Episode 6 of One Division. Be sure to watch it because
Yeah.
this show's awesome. Bye.
Let us know how you like it.